Good day to everyone. My name is Rian Fernandez and we are the Groove Tree. Our topic is all about rules and regulation while playing badminton. So let me enter our report for food for thought or inspirational thought for today. So, badminton is not only about winning. What is important to me is about playing hard, doing my best, and putting a good show to the spectators. Sa paglalaro ng badminton, hindi importante if manalo or matalo ka. As long as nag-enjoy ka and you do your best and putting a good show sa mga manonood. So, that is the inspirational thought for today. And wait for the next reporter.
So, pag sinabi po nating a game of 2 or 4, so, badminton can be play single or doubles. So, pag sinabi po nating single, two players lang po yon, bali one pair lang po yon. Pag naman po sinabi nating doubles, 2 player po yon na magrarally. Tapos, ibig sabihin po nun, 2 player po siya na tagdadalawa po siya sa left or right na court. Tagdadalawa pong members po yan. Bali groups na po itawag doon. Tapos pwede na po silang mag-rally. Parang hindi po siya tulad ng mga basketball, volleyball na umaabot ng hanggang 5 or 6 members. Yung badminton naman po, ang pinagkaiba nun, hanggang 1 or 2 players lang po. So, number 2 po is left or right. So, pag yung sinasabi lang po dyan, sa left or right na yan, pag sinabi po na, for example po, si left po ay nag-serve. Nag-serve po si left na hindi po siya pumasok kay right, yung shuttlecock, ibig sabihin po nun, ang magiging score po nun ay si right. So, pag si right naman po, siya na po yung panibagong server. Pag si right naman po ay nag-serve, tapos po naipasok niya, hindi po natira ni left, ang magsiserve pa rin po nun ay si right. Parang, same lang po sila mag-serve ng volleyball tsaka ng badminton. Halos same lang po yung pinaka-serve. Parang salitan lang po. Kung sino yung mananalo, yun po yung magsiserve.
The third one is know your weapons. Double badminton rules. Badminton is played with a string racket and a shuttlecock. The cock is topped with feathers and have a rubber base. The player should always hit the rubber base and not the feather part. Each player can use a single string racket. So, when you're playing ball, dapat alam mo kung paano gagamitin yung weapons mo or yung raketa. Dapat alam mo siya kung paano i-handle yung pagbangag. So, the shuttlecock has two parts, the upper part and the lower part. So, yung upper part niya is feathers and yung lower part is rubber. So, kapag naglalaro ka, dapat laging mong papatamaan yung rubber para kontrolado mo kung saan pupunta yung shuttlecock and para mag-bounce siya doon sa raketa.
So, good day everyone. My name is Leslie May Villamar Manalo and I will discuss the continuation of rules and regulations about the badminton play. Ang number 4 dito is yung serve. So, ano nga ba ibig sabihin ng serve sa badminton? The serve is the basic of any badminton play. Serve is the term used according to badminton rules to hit the shuttlecock during the beginning of each rally. Serve should always be done underarm and below the service waist. An overarm serve is against the rules of badminton and would be considered a fault. So, ang sinasabi dito is yung serve daw. 'Di ba alam naman natin kung ano yung serve sa badminton, 'di ba? Like for example din sa volleyball, may serve din doon. Paano mo maipapasa yung isang shuttlecock or isang bola sa kalaban? Paano nila ma-receive 'yon? Yung serve daw is the basic badminton play. Ibig sabihin, ito talaga yung pinaka-main, di ba? Kung hindi ka mag-serve, paano mo ipupunta sa kalaban yung shuttlecock na yon? Paano nila ma-receive yun, di ba? So, ang itsura ng serve ay ganyan. Yan. Alam naman natin kung paano mag-serve, di ba? So, bago tayo, dito sa serve, umalis sa serve na to, I will discuss the 4 fundamentals of badminton play. For example, ang number 1 dito sa fundamental types of badminton serve is the low serve. So, ano nga ba yung low serve? The low serve is also commonly known as a short serve. Is a serve that barely skims over the top of the net and lands near the short service line. So, sinasabi daw dito, ang low serve is the short service. O pagka hinit mo yung shuttlecock, doon lang pupunta yon sa top ng maglaland lang yung shuttlecock mo doon sa tapat ng short service line. Ayan, katulad dito sa may double low serve. So bago tayo magkaroon ng low serve, meron tayong low serve sa doubles, meron din tayong low serve sa singles. So unahin natin yung sa doubles. Sa doubles daw, ang ibig sabihin ng low serve should be the default from the service team as it keeps them away from automatically playing defensively. A perfect execute low serve will prevent the receiving team from smashing the shuttle as the height and the placement of the shuttle will only allow for push or drive at best. So ito daw double low serve pagka sa double. Yung serve sa double is nagpe-prevent siya ng smashing. Kasi pagka nag-low service siya, syempre, ma-execute mo yung pag-smash nung kalaban kasi nga syempre mababa. Next is the single low serve. In single, a low serve also prevent the opponent from responding to a high serve with a powerful smash. In singles, the target area for short serve is a bit more forgiving because the receiver will start further away from the short service line than in doubles. So, ganun din. Nagpe-prevent din siya ng powerful smash. Siyempre, mahina lang. So, basta tatandaan natin ang low service in singles and doubles, dun lang siya maglaland, dun sa may, sa harap ng short service line. Yan yung ibig sabihin ng serve ng low serve sa singles and sa doubles. And proceed naman tayo sa number 2. Ang pangalawa naman ay yung high serve. Kung yung high serve is kabaligtaran siya ng low serve. Ibig sabihin, pagka low serve, yun lang sa tapat or sa unahan ng short service line. Or tapos, yung high serve naman is dun sa likod naman ng short service line. As a high serve is commonly known as a long serves. Like katulad sa low serve is short serve naman siya. Is a serve that travels high and deep into the receiver backcourt. Ayun. Ibig sabihin, pag high serve, from the word high serve is mataas. Magta-travel siya pataas, then dun sa likod naman siya. Tapos the arc of a high serve should resemble that of a deep lift shot where the shuttle reaches its high peak toward the back of the receiver court before dropping sharply near the back service boundary. Like yun nga. So ano nga ba pagkakaiba ng high and low service? So inuulit ko lang, yung high is dun sa may likod. Sa likod ng court. Then yung low naman dun sa harap ng short service line. Then ang pangatlo naman is yung flick serve. Ang flick serve is the fast and offensive serve that travels in a upwards direction toward the service line. So for example, ang flip serve is yung mabilis na pagsaserve nung isang nagpapas ng isang shuttlecock to the receiver. The setup of the flick serve is resemble of the typical low serve and seeks to deceive the opponent by injecting power into serve at the last moment through wrist and thumb strength. Basta tatandaan lang natin yung flick, ito yung mabilis na na pagsaserve. Then yung flick serve naman sa doubles is serve does not achieve the same height or arc as a forehand long serve but is more than similar in flight of the punch clear. The flick serve is meant to quickly sail above the reach of the receiver. So, nga, quick. Ibig sabihin ng quick, mabilis. Ito yung sa doubles. Sa singles naman, flick serve can also be effective in singles game but requires much more wrist strength to execute effectively. So, effective din na naman daw siya sa singles pero kailangan maaral pa din natin siya. Then, ang last, number 4, ay yung drive serve. A drive serve is commonly known as a flat serve. Is a fast and flat offensive serve that it meant to travel the mid to far end of the service receiving area. The setup of the drive serves looks similar to that a low serve or flick serve and relies on the power of the wrist to the transmit of a power into the shuttle. The angle of the racket race is what differentiate the flick serve from the drive serve. So, yung drive serve naman na sinasabi, ayan. For example, sa drive serve sa doubles is yung pa-flying. Pa-flying na na pagsa-serve. Like sa sa flick tsaka sa low. Pero, paano siya pa-fly? Ito naman, may drive serve sa doubles, may drive serves din sa sa singles.
Hello everyone, I'm Roniel Cedric Mahanas and my topic is all about begin it by ethos. Sa badminton po, maging sa Olympic o sa family na laro, nagsisimula ang rally sa isang toss. Ito ang nagde-determine ng unang serve at pag nanalo ka sa rally ay mabibigyan ka ng karapatan na mag-serve sa next game. The net trap. Ang net ay mahalaga and villainous equipment sa laro. Kapag ang shuttlecock ay tumama o kahit na madampi lamang sa net, ay madi-disqualified. And ang magiging puntos po nito ay mapupunta sa kalaban. Thank you.
Magandang araw sa inyong lahat. Ako si Gengert Villamar at ipapaliwanag ko ang number 7 at number 8 sa 12 basic rules and regulation in playing badminton. Number 7. Tame your hands and your feet. While the play is on, your feet should never touch the white line bordered around you. Your hands are your rackets. A hand touch is a foul play which is beyond the shadow of any doubt. Yung pag maglalaro ka ng badminton, kailangan mong kontrolin kung saan pupunta yung paa tas kamay mo. Dapat yung paa mo hindi dapat sasalat dun sa puting line na nakapalibot sa'yo. Tapos yung hands mo dun sa may badminton ay yung racket. Yan lang yung pwede mong ipanghampas dun sa mga shuttlecock ganun. Pag yung literal na kamay may pinanghampas mo dun, foul yung tawag dun, considered na foul yun. Number 8, that's a foul play. According to the basic rule of badminton, if your shuttlecock touches the ground or if you hit it twice from the same court, that's considered a foul play. So, there's no replay or a second chance. In the game of badminton, you either lose or win. There's never a chance. According daw sa basic rules of badminton, kung yung shuttlecock ay nalaglag na doon sa may court mo, o kaya nalaglag na doon sa court mo tapos tumalbog tapos hinit mo, foul yun, bawal yun. O kaya pag hinit mo ng 2 beses yung shuttlecock doon sa same court, kunwari, nahit mo ng mahina, tapos ihit mo ulit ng pangalawang beses para pumasok sa court ng kalaban, bawal yun. Foul din yun.
So, good morning everyone. I am Jericho Lopez and my topic is all about don't be a bully kid. So, sinasabi lang dito na habang naglalaro kayo ng badminton, so yung kalaban mo is wag mo daw siyang sasabihin ng mga any bad words or sigawan kasi baka mawalan to ng concentrate, so bawal yun. And then the next is the landing. So sinasabi lang dito like for example sa habang naglalaro kayo ng badminton, so mag-serve na yung kalaban mo. And then, once na sinerve na ng kalaban mo yung shuttlecock is hindi tumama sa line, or medyo malakas. So, outside na yun. So, point mo na yun.
Good day everyone, I'm Liza JC Orlando and my report is about duck out. If the following rules of badminton are continuously broken by a player, then the referee has the undue right to duck out the player's point or the player from the game. Be alert, your actions rules your future. So, sa badminton, mahalaga sa mga player na sumusunod sa mga rules para mag-stays ang fair play. Pagtuloy-tuloy pa din ang mga paglabag ay maaaring magresulta sa penalizing ng referee sa manlalaro sa pamamagitan ng pagbawas ng point or pagtanggal sa kanila sa laro. Next one is 21 steps ahead. To win the game of badminton, you must score points before your opponent. Out of 3 sets of play, you must win 2 to be the talented winner. So, sa badminton, ang pananalo ay nag-i-involve ng pag-score ng mga points sa pamamagitan ng pag-outplay sa iyong kalaban. Sa standard match format ng 3 set, ang unang player na manalo ng 2 set ay ang matatawag or lalabas na final winner or match winner.
Hello everyone, I am Leila Jane D. Torres. My topic is rules and regulation for badminton double. So, dito pag-uusapan natin yung about sa scoring. Dito, bago mag-start yung laro, meron tayong score na 0-0. Ayan, both side po ay parehas na 0. Ngayon, yung pangalawa, yung mananalo sa laban ay makakakuha ng 1 puntos. So, pag daw nag-all yung mga score hanggang all 29, and kung sino yung maka 30, kasi hanggang 30 points lang yan eh. So, kung sino yung maka 30, yun na yung sure win. Doon naman sa laro na to, meron tayong 3 set na laro. Ang una is kapag ang parehas na magkalaban nakakuha ng 2 panalo. So mapupunta sila sa pangatlong set. Kung sino yung mananalo sa 3 set ay sa huling set na yon, siya na yung tatanghaling panalo. Kapag naman ang magkalaban ay yung isang kalaban, kapag naman yung isang kalaban ay 2 beses na nanalo, hindi na magla-last set kasi automatically win na po yun. And next naman po ay if the receiving sides win a rally, the serving side score a point and the same server serve again from the alternate service court. And next naman, if yung receiving side naman ay nanalo in the rally or a rally, the receiving side score a point. The receiving side become the new serving side. That's all, and thank you.
Good day everyone, I'm Aino Sillas and my topic is all about rules and regulation in badminton, single player. Para manalo sa larong ito, kailangan ikaw ay makapuntos ng nasa 21 points. At ang pagsuserve ay nagsisimula sa kanan kapag pantay pa ang inyong score na 0-0. Nagsisimula ito sa kanan kapag ang score ay 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. At pumupunta naman sa kaliwa kapag ang score ay 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. At ang magiging pwesto natin ay depende sa score ng kalaban o ng ating opponent. Sa pagpwesto natin, palagi tayo nakadepende sa nagsuserve. At kailangan kapag tayo ay nagsuserve, dapat diagonal tayo sa ating kalaban.
So, for the conclusion of our topic, we conclude that badminton is more than just an outdoor activities, but it is an ultimated form of exercises. Badminton has numerous advantages. It is improve an individual overall fitness and is strengthening muscles and burning fat. So, and this is the ending of our topic. I hope you learn for this day. So again, we are the group 3. Thank you.